Morning. Welcome to Rise of Nations. Hold on. This isn't Rise of Nations. It's a new game called Interregnum. Today, I'm going to be showcasing this game. Okay. If you guys have ever played games like The Fire Rises or stuff like Millennium Dawn, it's very similar. It's very, very inspired by those games. So we're going to dive into it and show you what there is in this game and the features and things like that. So let's get right into it. But genuinely, this game, despite how early in development it is still, it really has the opportunity to destroy to rival every single other game there, even like Rise of Nations. So let's play as Russia. To give you an example of how it's like, so let's move our troops over here first. So let's go ahead and go through the things there is here. All right, starting off, there's country, there's national indices. So instead of just stability, we now have approval and stability. We also get state overview. So we get a type of party that rules what kind of party. So basically democracy, nationalism, socialism, authoritarianism, as well as you can, rally the base, you can change it like that. So it's a little bit more complicated than the simple ideology system that Rise of Nation uses. There's things like economic reforms, political reforms, snap elections, and suspend elections, or you could just reestablish democracy. We also get these laws, forced conscription, press, executive power. Now this one is different. Executive power, it basically allows you to see if you're at the top. It allows you to just do whatever decisions you want. So if it's ceremonial, you don't have the executive power. You need the populace to do it. But this gives you some buffs like approval, and also turns your thing into democracy. Then we also have, and basically if this is ceremonial, you basically can't do these. So let me just demonstrate real quick. So if we enact this real quick, if we do like a market economy, you see that this thing barely passed. And then if we go back here, you see we can't even change it because it got defeated by, the party. So this will not work. Nonetheless, we also have a weapons law, so civilian disarmament, license ownership. So this is just firearms, some extra things. Then we have the cabinet ministers. This one, it's pretty obvious. Domestic things, and actually for national flags, we actually only have we have to hold a referendum to get it. And we also get some national spirits as well. Rise of Nations doesn't really have this, so this is something that's unique. So each nation has their own modifier. Diplomacy, well, this is just trading. It's kind of like Hearts of Iron's force trading system, and a mix of Rise of Nations. You just can trade like that. Economy, now this is the part where it gets interesting. Up your GDP per capita, unemployment, inflation, like this, all of this stuff here, basically it does not exist in Rise of Nations. In short, to get your treasury up, there's things like this. There's things like welfare, healthcare, education, things like this. This is started at first, and then we get a net result of what we can get. We can also borrow money as well. So let's just say we can borrow money here. You can also see that our credit, there's also something called credit. So as long as I'm pretty sure, this basically, the lower the credit is, so it's the worse it is for you. And this is the rate of interest. So if you don't pay your debt back, the interest gets higher. Then we have the treasury, which you use to build your things. Now for the GDP side, how good your economy is, it's also good for stability as well. So as you can see here, government, factories, services, it basically outputs and gives you some extra GDP. And then basically this thing, I'm pretty sure it also gets you more treasury because of it. Also get construction as well, basically just queues and stuff like that. Basically you can just build things with it, which is nice. So the technology, this one I haven't gone into yet. But there's economy, political, infantry, tanks, What I've noticed the best is you should research first, and then also research the economy as well, because a good economy means that you can just spam an absolutely disgusting amount of troops that just lets you just invade everybody. So you don't even need to focus too much on infantry earlier on. Then we also have the military, so this is forces, things like that. And we also have a combat doctrine. This is the one part where it might be simpler than Rise of Nations, but in short it's like infantry, tanks, and then navy. So of course most of the time I'm gonna say infantry is better for this one. Tanks could also work, but definitely not navy. Then we also have these infantry things as well. Then we also have an intelligence agency. Now this let's go ahead and establish this agency real quick. So basically what you can do is you can recruit somebody and you can deploy abroad. Let's just say go ahead and deploy this at Egypt. So we send this guy to Egypt so you can burn their cities on fire, you can sabotage your industry, much others. The ledger, it just shows your economy, like how good your economy is. So you guys, you can see here our economy has gone up a little bit. So that's basically everything. Instructions, these are pretty similar. Some new things are like the power station and the office complex, as well as the military factory, because the military factory, it gives you military equipment. And we also get power station as well. This, you need to fund office complexes, and office complexes give you more GDP. Well, anyways, if you guys have heard what I'm doing, I think it's time. Oh, and our government actually just got re-elected. So it seems like we're democratic now because of like the policies that I did. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and invade a nation. Let's not invade Ukraine. I want to invade Kazakhstan because they've got a lot of resources. In Ukraine, it's kind of useless. I'm gonna be honest. The research administration, then we can appoint a head of research. So of course we have a Chinese guy doing the research, but I'm gonna get the chief economist here because I need a good economy. But this does give us more revenue. Let's go ahead and enact this real quick. And then, you know, when your ruling party is the majority, it's kind of like you can make all your decisions yourself. So this is pretty useless now. So extreme, this is going to get us way more income, which we need to develop our economy. But I think the most important is the fact that you have to develop this capital here because this will give us more money. All right, well, let's go ahead and fight Kazakhstan, show you how this works. So let's go ahead and just auto attack. What happens is it's pretty satisfying though. I like it when it does this. And the thing is, like, I don't even know where the troops are. You can just invade countries like this and then it just works, I guess. Of course, this is the one thing because our not prepared for this, so we have to get that real quick. And then you just move these troops over here. And unfortunately, it does seems like there's just one pair of troops that's just running free. And I don't even know what the troops are doing, honestly. Like, this is garbage. Like, their auto attack on this is absolutely garbage. Like, where are they even moving to? And I don't really have any military factories to stop it. I can't even build anything right now. The auto capture thing is still not very good. It's not very good yet, so at least our treasury, it's growing fast because our income, it's actually gone up like a crap load. I think that's because our output is just getting better because you can see that. Okay, we actually need to research our technology first. So back what I was saying is that economy, you can see our daily output has gone up a lot, which is the reason why we're making a lot of money. This is because of our GDP growing, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I think we should be fine with Kazakhstan soon because I don't even know what is going on here. We could steal their technology, so let's do that. And then let's also, you know what? Let's just steal all the technology from Egypt, man. I don't even care anymore. So let's go and steal the technology from this. I am able to actually get it to generous, because then that means we can hire one more, and then this one we can just also deploy. So let's deploy this to Mexico, and then we stole a technology from Egypt, and we stole another one. I stole so many things from them. Look at this. We stole like 20 things. And what is this? The plans are ours. Gives us one effective military. Uncensored. Announce it as our own breakthrough. All right, let's announce it as our own plans. I think our people are not stupid enough to believe it. And we have like 26,000 GDP per capita, okay? I'm the best government ever. I made Russia go from having $10,000 per year, $26,000 in a single year. This is like a 2 times population growth. See how fast graph just goes up like that there. Okay, we made a breakthrough in Ukraine. That's nice. All right, so now let's just go and snipe the capital. Okay, so we can annex Belarus. So let's go ahead and get that. Then we have all this extra stuff. Basically, the entire country just cornered. We're auto attack, move them over here. There it is. We took some more countries, and I believe we can actually form the Kievan Rus. I'm not 100% sure what it does. Form this thing. So let's go ahead and proclaim the union, and we are now Ukraine. We literally just turned into Ukraine. Like, why the hell do I look like that? It's like glitching. It's like glitching between Ukraine and Kievan Rus. So then, technically speaking, then did Ukraine Universal combine arms production quietly? The operation, okay, failed. Accelerated. Your active projects leap 120 days forward, and then okay, the operation came to nothing. Okay, yeah, a chud. Let me go ahead and get infantry. Get everything about infantry. We got some defense, and we have manpower. Okay, that is pretty useless, but okay. I guess we could get more office and stuff like that. We can run that. Oh my god. There's so much stuff. China is like, China sent my GDP per capita all the way down to 14,000. The thing with China is like, we were making like so much beforehand, but we do have more GDP, but our GDP per capita literally like tanked. It tanked to like 15,000. Like, we're genuinely like poor now. There, try that. And yeah, we with our 9 million troops, we are this seems like okay. There, the USA is now gone. Well, I don't know, let's go ahead and like invade Mexico, I guess. Okay, they've got a lot of tanks, and I might have war with Mexico. Got so many tanks. Okay, well, you guys know what this means. We're gonna do a little bit of light spamming today. If I die, that would be embarrassing. I need more military equipment mainly, but I don't think we have a big problem with that. Troops here, I guess. We actually have a lot of troops. Let's just say that it's good for us. Of course, 147 trillion GDP. We are so rich. 74,000 GDP. Capita, yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna declare war. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we are losing literally all of our wars right now, so I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I could always spam a little more, and in this we could just land it in there, I guess. So, you know, just by spamming enough, we are capable of destroying Mexico. We can also get ourselves some tanks here. And I don't even know what is going on here. Okay, so I basically did nothing in tank research here. So I don't really know how good it's gonna be, but we're having some fun with Mexico here. Despite how strategic this game might look on the surface, military is still very beta. As you can see, the relentless amount of spamming that I'm doing to Mexico. Clearly Mexico's not having it, okay? Like, and then Mexico gave up. So yeah, I think we won the war. It was a pretty easy war because I spammed something like 50 million troops at Mexico. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a pretty fun game, you know, like if you're like me, big fan of spamming troops. I think this is very cool. This is very cool. UI is kind of weird though, like you do have to get used to it. And yeah, there it is. So no, we're annex all. But I pieced Mexico out. Oh, I'm still at war in Mexico. What? That makes no sense. I don't even know. So they're losing to AI Iran, it seems like here. And I think that should be it. Oh, that should be it. And and I forgot. Anyways, we have a big GDP. This game is going to destroy Rise of Nations. See you guys in the next one. Catch you later.